Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm going to read through the full article here. It is fairly short. There's a link in the description and it's in regards to the tragic case of this young lady here, Zaria Burgess. Zaria Burgess. She was killed and raped by her own father, this absolute scumbag, Joshua Lee Burgess, back in 2019. Now, the reason why this is being reported today is because the scumbag in question, Joshua Lee Burgess from North Carolina, has been sentenced to death in regards to the murder and rape of his own daughter, 15 years of age at the time in 2019, Zaria Burgess. So the scumbag has been convicted of strangling and slitting Zaria Burgess's throat after psychologically and sexually torturing her for 22 hours. What a fucking sick C word. The teen's body was discovered after her father walked into a police station and confessed to the slaying. Zaria was spending the weekend at the scumbag's home when he killed her. A medical examiner determined that she died from a sharp force injury to the neck. A motive remains unclear despite Joshua's first-degree murder conviction. In addition to the death penalty, he received a 76-year sentence for first-degree sexual exploitation of a minor. An execution date will be scheduled no sooner than 15 days after his sentencing, but no longer than 120 days. So if I understand correctly, this is an important point. I may be misinterpreting this section here. An execution date will be scheduled no sooner than 15 days after his sentencing, but no longer than 120 days. Am I getting this right, that he's going to be killed within 120 days' time? Is that right? Within 4 months? If so, I applaud that. If so, that's great. But I suppose there's still room for all kinds of appeals to be thrown and for that 120 days time limit to be extended, I suppose. Again, this happened in North Carolina. Or perhaps I'm misinterpreting that. Perhaps the date will be scheduled within 4 months, but the date may be several years out. I don't know. But either way, my point is the sooner the better. I don't understand I do understand the reasoning. So my point of view, for whatever it's worth, is scum like this is we've proven, society has proven, the judicial system has proven without a shadow of doubt that they are indeed absolute scum. They are a stain on humanity. They are a stain on the earth. There is no benefit to society in having this piece of shit a part of society, a drain on society's resources. There's no benefit to be had in that, in my point of view, in my opinion. So that being the case, if it were up to me, I would deal with these people incredibly swiftly, take them out to the back of the shed, give them 2 doses of lead, chuck them in a pit, cover it with concrete, done. Forgotten about, done. You're gone from the earth. Good. That's the end of you. In my opinion, that would allow all parties, the victims' families, the culprits' families, to move on. To me, that would give some level of closure. And also the community and the law enforcement system. It just makes sense to me on so many levels to do it that way. Now, I do understand that some of you guys prefer long jail sentences as opposed to the death penalty, because you want to know that these scumbags are suffering, that they are facing real justice. You don't want them to have an easy way out, and you view death as being an easy way out. So I do understand, I do respect that opinion. I don't think I agree with it, though. I don't think I agree with it. I mean, to me, there is the risk that some people enjoy, certainly to some level, being in prison. They're able to read, they're able to play video games maybe, they're able to socialize to some extent. Okay, it's not a holiday park, sure, but some prisons are a lot easier than others, and some people have literal friends and literal support networks within prison. So I don't feel it's necessarily the complete hardship that we would hope that it is. Don't get me wrong, it is a hardship, naturally, but perhaps not as bad as some of us would like. I'd prefer full-on gulags if it were up to me. But yeah, anyway, so I've gone on a bit of a ramble there. So, of course, full condolences to the victim's family. Zaria Burgess was killed in 2019. So I'm sure that rocked and still does rock the extended family, knowing that her own father raped and then killed her. I can't think of the right word, but subjected her to 22 hours of psychological and sexual torturing. What a fucking evil scumbag. Well done, North Carolina, for convicting this guy, giving him life penalty plus an additional 76-year sentence for the sexual exploitation of his own daughter. What a fucking sick C word. I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. If you do value this content, if it's been good to have this subject being made aware to yourself, if I've done a half-decent job in covering it, please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'm getting better at making videos consistently. Going to make a few more videos later today. And if you guys have got any interest in being a part of a live stream, as a viewer or as a participant, please make some comments in that regard, and we'll see if that moves things along, etc., etc. Thanks, guys. Take care.